Hey guys, Anthony Guerrero here. I'm going to give you a walkthrough of how to use Aweber, which is an autoresponder, a great way to communicate with people that you potentially want to get into your downline for your business, or whatever you want to use it for. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a web form, sort of kind of like a pre-employment application or something along that line, or maybe just a quick questionnaire that you want to have somebody fill out. So what you're going to do is you're going to log into your Aweber account. It will be the username and the password that you signed up with. You'll log into it. Oh. So after you log in there, you'll see your main page, which it is actually the getting started here. I have list. I have a list. So what you'll want to do, or what I did when I first got Aweber, because that was what that's my one thing I do. Always, you want to set up your list first. So you'll go to like my list. I deactivated the original list, but you'd use, that's my list I made. But you'd create a new list, okay? Call it whatever you want. Just for we're gonna call this one test video. Oh, that one might actually already test video 1. Okay, test video 1. Okay, so then Anthony Guerrero. There's my website there. You're strongly urged not to use like Yahoo Mail or any free mail services, but Gmail is fine. Just Yahoo Mail is a little tricky. For your notifications, you can receive an email every time a new subscriber is added to your list, which you would put in the email address you want it sent to in your name. And then you can just save settings, and that's all you do for the list. It would make the list for you, okay? And then what you would do then, you could then go and create a new web forum. Okay, so this is for test video 1, because my other list, I've already got everything set up on that one. So you're going to create a new web form, and we're going to do that in the next part here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new web form. All right, and then of course, you get to choose the layout, which is pretty cool. You can make some templates if you wanted to. What I believe I used minimal when I did mine. Yeah, I think I did minimal. We'll do minimal for this one. So what you'll do, you see how it says join our mailing list. You can edit that. What I personally did is I went like, oops, wrong one. Might have to use a different one here. No, I used the modern one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the modern one. Okay, you're going to want to go to your header. Okay, and you're going to want to make sure this is centered. Okay, so you want to center it so it's in the middle, so that it'll end up right in the middle here. So you're going to put apply now, or job application, or whatever you want to put, and you can make it bigger, change the size to, whatever you want to change it to. Now, what I did for the name field, I put them in 2 separate fields. So I went like that. Make sure that you leave that required. This way, it requires that information. Likewise with the email, you can put email or whatever you want, and then you want to create a new field. Okay. So then, what you're going to want to do, I actually have a sample one, but we're going to go off Jermaine Steele's kind of layout here. Do you have any experience working from home? But make sure not to put the question mark in right now, because it won't register with the question mark, okay? So what you'll want to do for this, you'll want to do a select box, because then they can choose what their choice is. You can enter yes, and then you'll want to hit the green button to add it, and then you'll add no. Okay, and then you can choose, you want to leave that as default because it's the pre-made choices that you made. Make sure you check that as required. Click save. Now see, and then when they click that drop down, it gives them the option to select yes or no. Now you're going to want to go ahead and create a new field. And this is just a test one, so that you can let your imagination go wild. Ask how much they would like to make each month. Do they have reliable phone, internet, et cetera, things like that. Whatever business you're trying to work. So for the sake of the video, we're going to say, do they have any experience working from home? They say, sure. They say yes. And then we're going to say, when can you start? Now, for some people, I know in Jermaine's, he did the select box where he chose today, next week, and 2 weeks. But what I do, just to make sure that they're still on their toes and to even make sure that they can spell, I click text input and make sure it's required. A required date of when they could start, okay? And then you can also edit the submit button, but I think you got to have it as a different one. Oh, no, it is a footer. That's right. Oh, you can also add things into the footer and, add things in. I changed my submit button to where it said apply now. I might have been using a different template to do that. But as you see, so after you do all that stuff, you put in whatever ones you want. That's what I did. So then you're going to click go to step 2, which we're going to go to in the next part. All right. So after you sized it to however big you want it, et cetera, and put all the fields in you wanted, you're going to go ahead and click step 2, and you're going to name it whatever you want. I named mine pre-employment. Pre-employment application. So see, I named mine pre-employment application. You could do that if you want on the Facebook thing, but I didn't really worry about that. The thank you page, now you see you got a basic page, audio, smart video, custom page, stay on current page. This is where what you'll do if you're using the online payday system, you'd go custom page, okay? What you'll log into your online payday system. All right, and then you want to do it from your thank you page, not your capture page. You want to do it from your thank you page. You want to know why? Because let's see when you click on your thank you page, look, this is the video they see. They don't see the initial video with Chuck Marshall. So you want to go ahead and send it to that capture page. So just going to go like that. Now, it's up to you. I had mine open in the same window, but you can have it open up in a new window. It works just the same. And then the already subscribed page, I also send that back to the thank you page, just in case they're going from a follow-up email and they're receiving one of the opt-in emails, okay? So then you'll click go to step 3, and then you'll see this. It says you must save your form before it can be published, so you're going to go ahead and save your form. Now, we're going to talk about this part here in the next part, and I'm also going to show you another cool little feature that you can use for your form, and that's going to be in the next part. All right, so you successfully made your form, and now you see these 3 options in front of you, and you're thinking there, scratching your head, going, well, what do I do with this? Okay, so for those of you that are watching this that might be internet savvy, I guess, you can use the HTML version or the Java snippet. That is up to you. The code just changes very little between Java and the other code that I'm actually going to show you to snag. And you can also have somebody install it for you, but you might have to actually pay them to do it, but they shouldn't because it's actually pretty simple code to use. But this is actually the code that I use. It's the easiest to use. It has the form hosted on Aweber, and it actually gives you a link to go to. So sure enough, you copy that link, paste it, it goes right to your employment application. And then after you submit your information, it will go to your capture page as long as you follow the steps. Now what we're going to do, just for the sake of this video, I just want to show you this real quick. Use .tk here, free domain masking. You're going to go ahead and put that in there like that, okay? And we're going to say, we're going to call it job application 5/9/2012. Oh, not with the slashes. You don't have to have that. Just be creative with whatever you want to call it. And this step is completely optional. You don't have to do this. I just, then I can just post this link. Okay, so then you're going to go like that. And you continue without sign up. And sure enough, look at that. It gives you the link right there. So then let's test this link out real quick. Make sure it's directing it the right way. Sure enough, look at that. It goes right to that. So let's just put in the information here. Anthony Guerrero. And you also want to get another box that gets their phone number. So make sure to keep that in mind. You do want to have a box where you can get their phone number so you can give them a call. So now see, you got to confirm the subscription with this one. You can turn that feature off if you want. I turned it off on mine, but some people, they have to actually confirm it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to confirm it from my Android right now. But yeah, so I mean, after you do that, I'll show you one that I actually did last night. I posted this while I was on a webinar with John Filippi last night. This is start today. I posted this last night at 20 to 11, okay? And this was on an account that had been ghosted, okay? And sure enough, brand new ad just posted. Check that out. Apply now. This is my when I first signed up for Aweber, so we're going to go ahead and put in my info here. Email address. Oops. Put in my cell phone. Have you ever worked from home in the past? Yes, no, yes. I want to replace the current income I have. How much do I want to make a month? I want to make $1 million a month. That's how much I want to make a month. When can I start? Right now. And I'll do it part-time. I want to do it part-time. Okay. So then I click Apply Now. And then it goes right to my capture page. This is my capture page. It'll go to your capture page after you follow the steps. So if you have any questions, if you're in the GDI group, and if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. It's Anthony Guerrero. Correct spelling's right there in the video. But I hope that this video helped you out, and I hope you take full advantage of Aweber, which is a great contacting device, for autoresponders. I look to Aweber for more than just an autoresponder. I use it for so much more. In my next video, I'm actually going to go over setting up your reply messages for your list. So just stay tuned, and I'll have that second video up for you in just a little bit. But for right now, at least get your web form set up. This way you can still be gathering leads with Aweber. Alright, so one other quick thing I wanted to show you real quick was that you can use your autoresponder messages from inside of your online payday system area. You can go ahead and copy that, okay. Now, what I used the previous follow-up editor, so we're going to go ahead and use that, and you can personalize this. You can actually have it, like, personalized. Have it go name, let's put thank you. Wow, I can't spell today. Thank you for your interest in our company. And that'll send it to their name, and then you can go ahead and copy and paste. And look at that. That's exactly from Online Payday System. Okay. So then you're just going to scroll down, and this is your interval. Email number 3 will be sent 4 days after previous, and we want to send that 1 day, just because it'll be the initial one. And you can track the clicks if you want. You don't have to. Save message. And then while that's doing its little thing there, go ahead and copy the next message. And this one's going to be the give me a reason one. So again, I just go like that. I use the previous one because it's a little bit more friendly for me. And copy and paste. And then just bring it on down. Save message. And you can always change the intervals to whatever you want. You can make is up to 999 days worth of email messages, which is about 3 years worth of email. So, I mean, it's completely up to you, and as you see, it customizes it to them. And then you can click on it to edit it. You might want to change that personalization, though, and change it to that personalization. Wherever it has any type of personalization, you want to put your personalization in there. This way, it sends it to them. It doesn't just say name inside of the email that they get. But yeah, so that's another great thing about setting up your messages on the interval. You can add as many as you want, much like the online payday system. You just set the interval for them, and that's all you got to do. All right, so I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope to see you very successful with Aweber. It's $1 for the first month, and then it's $20 per month after that for Aweber. And it's got so many practical uses. You'd be surprised what all you can use this for. I use this for more than just the online payday system, and it works great. It works great for Empower. It also works great for other things that you may be doing that you might need a mailing list for. So go ahead and give it a shot. I mean, you don't really lose anything in that first month. I mean, It's $1. And if it doesn't work for you, you can always get that $1 back. And I'm sure that they wouldn't give you any problem giving you that $1 back. So, again, my name's Anthony Guerrero. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post it on the GDI group, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you, and have a great weekend.